thanks for joining us today, man.
Of course. Thanks for having me, guys.
Good. The donuts are kicking in, and I think I'm good. No like sugar rush, no nothing. I could eat all.
Only a gram of sugar.
I could eat the whole box.
Is that what it is? A gram of sugar?
Only a gram of sugar in it.
Nice.
Right on, Joe. Before we get started, I kind of wanted to talk about, we talked about our why in competing in business. I wanted to kind of get from your perspective, your why in starting this company, San Diego Protein Company.
The whole why behind San Diego Protein Company, obviously we all struggle with cravings, but the whole why behind me ever even getting into the fitness industry was because of my mom. My mom is the one that got me involved in it. She was my very first client, and now I believe she's 97 pounds lighter as of 2 weeks ago when I went to the gym with her.
Give Mom a shout.
Yeah, I love you, Mom. I know you're listening right now. The donuts were, honestly, it was something that was just created for fun. I wanted to share something that could help kind of curb sweet cravings and also have that enjoyable feeling of eating a donut. Because if you're like me, I love donuts. Mostly all my friends and family know that. That's my why behind the donut company. It was never meant to be what it is now. It started out as just an idea, and it quickly kind of sprouted and grew into something I didn't foresee at all.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years? The most common question, right?
I get that a lot, and I'm big on pre-planning. So, I have a 3, 6, 9, 12-month plan. I have a 1, 3, 5-year plan. At this point, 5 years, I'm honestly not too sure. The company is only 39 days old. We're in 4 different...
39 days. You do not think that, right? The push that you're doing. You're doing some great things, but
39 days. It was crazy. Within the first 4 days, we were inside 619 Muscle. Pete of 619 Muscle reached out to me and wanted to carry my product. So I thought that was pretty great at first, and I was like, oh, that's awesome. They want them for their athletes. Shortly after, I had a health food restaurant out in LA called Be Nutritious Meals. It's also a prep company. Reach out to me, and they wanted to stock them in their restaurant weekly and also have them as a part of their meal prep. So that was step 2. And then I had other gyms out in San Diego reach out to me, Boulevard Fitness in North Park for their grand opening, Body University in Mission Valley for their grand opening. I'll be there this weekend on the 20th. And also 2 Fit Fitness in Eastlake. All these mom and pop style gyms that are ran by real people, to where you're not just giving your money to a corporation. It's someone that actually is face to face with you. So I like that whole aspect a lot more. I think it should go back to the people.
Absolutely. And being able to leave the gym with one of these rather than a prepackaged protein bar. You know what I mean? Like, this is fresh. It's, it still satisfies the craving. Sometimes the protein bars, they don't do it for me. It still feels like I'm eating clean. You know what I mean? Yeah. You still got to pick it out of your teeth. But this right here, to have that as a dessert and still be healthy.
But I think that also shows kind of the misconception of health food.
Yeah.
People think health and they think, what are you eating? Salad or celery all day? It's no. You can have some amazing food. I personally love what I eat. We're sponsored athletes by Fresh and Fit Meals, and the meals they provide us are amazing. Again, not only healthy, but they're tailored to what we're looking to accomplish, whether we're competing or it's off season, whatever the case is. So that just goes to show that you can eat healthy and still have treats like your donuts.
Yeah. It can still be enjoyable. You don't have to dread a quote-unquote healthy lifestyle or healthy eating habits. You just need to find a realistic diet or nutrition plan that works for you. I don't even like using the word diet. I just like to call it healthy eating.
Right.
Because that's really what it should be.
Yeah.
And then in terms of what you guys have going on, is it just donuts right now, or as you evolve, what are we looking to?
At first it was going to be San Diego Donut Company, and I'm not going to lie, I have an entire book full of recipes that branch a lot further than just donuts. So that's why it's San Diego Protein Company instead.
And to get San Diego Protein Company as a name with 39 days ago.
Yeah, the fact that it was available, I created the hashtag, I created all of it. It was kind of eye-opening that this hadn't been taken before. A lot of people had the idea of a protein donut. I simply just acted on it. That's all I did. It was just a simple idea, and I gave it a little push, and it kind of snowball affected on its own, and
How much testing went into kind of figuring out what really worked? Like, was there some that came out and taste wasn't so good and you had to start adjusting things?
You know what?
You're laughing.
The first 4 days, no lie, I was running around World Gym like a madman, giving samples to people. They posted them on their own. I didn't even have a page yet, and I was asking them, what's the consistency like? What do you like about it? What do you dislike? After getting a lot of feedback back, I went back to the recipe, and that's when I added the ube, the purple yams, and that was a game changer. It was a done deal after that.
And the beauty of it too, I think, as this health and fitness thing's kind of evolving as we speak, you see a lot of these companies, meal prep companies coming out, which is great.
Mm-hmm.
But I personally haven't seen someone actually specializing in something that we all definitely love, which is donuts. And I know that you say you're evolving that as well.
Yeah.
But definitely a huge plus, and kudos to you for that.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, it's very humbling to see this going in the direction that it's going, because at first I thought of a big problem that we have in the health and fitness industry and worldwide even is obesity.
Mm-hmm.
If I can't change that entirely, then at least having something to curb your sweet cravings will help. At least that can make some sort of monetary change.
It's all about that ripple effect.
Yeah.
It starts with that drop of water, and you need to be that guy.
Yeah. I mean, it's exciting. We definitely have things along the lines of cupcakes, donut holes.
Keep talking, Joe.
All right.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Cupcakes are on the way.
Talk slow.
It's definitely the branch of how many things that are going to start coming out it's exciting. It's very exciting.
Very cool. Talk us through the cost a little bit, because we haven't talked about that yet. What's the cost of a box? They come in 2s?
Yeah, so they come in 2-packs right now. Within the next 30 days, they are going to be coming in single packages, and they'll also be sold with 2 donut holes inside of it. So the serving size currently is for 1 donut. The cost for 1 package is $10 for the 2-pack of donuts. So the serving size is for 1 donut. It's 116 calories, 15 grams of protein, 7 grams of carbs, and 2 grams of fat, with 1 gram of dietary fiber and 1 gram of sugar.
That's a great blend.
Sounds good, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's all
Good.
whole food.
It's settling in my stomach just nicely.
It's made out of whey protein isolate, egg whites, purple yams. It's got strawberry extract depending on which flavor you have. The red velvet is flavored with beetroot and colored with that. There's no artificial flavors, no artificial coloring in these. I tried to keep it as whole as possible as far as the food source.
So when are we going to see you on Shark Tank?
Shark Tank?
Because I'm assuming it's one of those things that needs to be scaled up to get the price down a little bit. That makes sense.
Yeah. Every single person asks me when I'm going to take it to Shark Tank, and I haven't even thought that far. Like when this all started happening, I was like, okay, I need containers. I want this to look professional. The label, the logo, everything was designed by me. Every single step of this has been done by me solely. For it to take that next step, Shark Tank is definitely a direction I'd like to go to. I think there's a couple more things I'd like to do first before I take it to that scale, though.
Right on.
I personally think you're ready for it, man.
It's just one of those things of scaling up. Where, you've already have a proven product. It's there. Who can get you there the fastest is really what it is.
Plus, you yourself are very marketable.
Yeah.
You need to integrate that somehow. The product obviously is just as important, but marketing is a huge, huge part of selling a product.
Yeah.
So highly encourage you to do so. You mentioned in the break something about a barcode or something that you're...
So our product is verified on MyFitnessPal, which means it has a verification from the company itself. Soon we will be adding a barcode to all of our labels, which means for someone that follows the if it fits your macros dieting regime, you can actually scan our label and it just logs it right into your food source. Now you can type it in and it'll still pop up, but that convenience of just being able to scan it.
Yeah, we're lazy. Come on.
Yeah,
we're time management.
Yeah, exactly. We're carb depleted. A donut, we just want to eat it. We don't want to scan it. But there's a lot of exciting things to come.
It's funny, FitnessPal, that application, I actually use that for some time. And that actually educates you on how much actually you should be eating a day. And it gets to the point where, yeah, you're right. With my ADD type of personality, it's kind of one of those things where I did for a while. I learned it, and it's like I don't need it, but it was definitely it is definitely a great tool for those people that are want to get started and know what it takes to get in shape.
Yeah, I mean, the thing with MyFitnessPal, some people will say that not all the foods are accurate, which is true. You know, any average Joe can go on the website and they can add a food source themselves. But I did that with mine as well as verified it. So, you know, it's not just someone on the outside adding this protein donut.
Joey, before we go to break, I just want you to give out contact info and where someone can reach out to you, and then we'll finish up when we get back to the break.
So contact info, I would say the best way to reach us is through our business line. It's at 760-808-5026 or on Instagram at SD Protein Co.
You also have a business page on Facebook, right?
Yes, the business page on Facebook is San Diego Protein Company.
Awesome.
Perfect. Right on. We're going to get to a break.